Hi! It's another edition of Wisdom Walks today, and we're going to dive into a conversation all around being lost. We're going to talk about how being lost can be of value to us, and we're also going to talk about how to move through that feeling of being lost, how to anchor into trust and faith so that we can move through it with a bit of grace and hopefully come out on the other side feeling a real sense of being found. Can't wait to dive in. All right. Oh, it's such a beautiful morning here. The sun is shining. I'm in the river valley. And, something interesting happened in my community this week. A 13-year-old boy went missing. And it started circulating on social media. And the community was just rallying behind, the search for this missing boy, including myself. I came down here to the river valley in order to, support the efforts in finding this young little boy. And, it was so fascinating to me as I was kind of searching and thinking about how it would be feeling for this boy to perhaps be lost or feel as though maybe no one is looking for him, and thinking about the family and the parents and all the friends who were probably aching and feeling that worry. And a story came to my mind, actually a biblical story came to my mind. And I was raised Catholic. I have read much of the Bible, and I've built a relationship with it that I feel serves my highest good and aligns with my relationship with God. And I encourage other people to do the same, not necessarily from a religious context, but of course from a discovering context. And one of the stories in the Bible talks about a shepherd who loses a sheep. And he's got all his sheep except for one sheep. And so he leaves the herd and he goes on a hunt to find this one sheep. And there's some underlying messages around this story that remind us that when we're feeling lost, God is looking for us. God's looking for you when you're feeling lost. And there's this fear that often comes up in us when we're feeling a bit lost, like, where am I going? I got to figure this out. I'm feeling so lost, right? And we forget that God is seeking us, that the divine, that creator is seeking us. And what a powerful message for us to lean into the next time that we're lost, so that we're not feeling so alone or in such despair, knowing that there is divine seeking us. And just like this little boy, the whole community, hundreds and hundreds of people gathered to go on a search for this boy. And how beautiful is it that we are reminded that we are being sought, that no matter what, we are being looked for, and more than that, we're being looked after. And as we go through periods of our lives where we're feeling a bit lost and disconnected, and to be honest, I've been moving through some personal things and some challenges, and I had some weeks where I felt a bit alone and a bit lost. And although those moments don't happen as often as maybe they used to for me, I think that they're just beautiful opportunities to actually remind us that even when we're feeling lost, that God is seeking us. And just in that knowing, it allowed me to move through that feeling and knowing that I was going to be okay. That even though I was lost, it was temporary. Even though I was lost, there was an opportunity for me to be found. And in so many ways, when we think about being lost, again, Spirit always says to me, whenever I feel lost, you're exactly where you need to be. And what a wonderful reminder as well for us that we're always exactly where we need to be, even when we are quote unquote lost, right? And so as we begin to take the value from being lost, we have an opportunity to say to ourselves, this feeling that I'm having around feeling lost, what is in it for me? And what is the opportunity that lies within the lostness, right? And so what happens sometimes is that when we are wandering through life and feeling like, oh, I went the wrong direction, I don't know how to get back to myself, or I feel disconnected, or whatever that might be, what I've come to realize is that there's a few little steps that we can do that allow us to leverage being lost. And as you've probably heard in my talks before, I love the idea of leveraging every experience, the good, the bad, the ugly. Hey, I just wanted to give you a quick update because I'm sure as you were watching the video, you were wondering, well, did the boy get found? Yes, he did. The boy was found safe and sound. He is now with his family. And so a beautiful end to a story and a wonderful reminder for us that when we are lost, we indeed can be found again. Right? Okay, so how can we leverage being lost? The first thing is to accept that that's how we're feeling, right? I mean, we have an awareness already. That's a given. But now we're moving into this piece of accepting that we are where we are. It's okay that I feel lost. It's okay that I'm feeling disconnected. Allowing that acceptance oftentimes already helps to shift some of the energy. But then from acceptance, we can come into the place of presence. Okay, I'm right here right now. I've accepted that I'm right here right now. What do I see before me that I didn't see before? So the next step after awareness and acceptance is, what do I see that I didn't see before? What that invites in is an opportunity for us to really tap into the magic of presence. And if we can kind of roll ourselves back into just being present instead of being so much in a hurry to get found when we're lost, what happens is something really magical, because we start to witness something incredible. We begin to see that which we couldn't see before. It also kind of ties into being able to look a little bit closer at exactly where you are instead of being in such a hurry to find your way through. So as I'm walking on the path here, imagining that I might be lost, what if I just stop? And what if I take a minute to just look around? What if I just allow myself to just tune in to presence? Even though I might be lost, not be in such a hurry to get through the lostness. Because again, I'm trusting that God is making his or her or its way to me. I'm trusting that God is seeking me right now. So I don't need to rush or hurry through the experience of feeling lost or feeling disconnected, even for that matter. Instead, I get to take it all in and perhaps lean into something that needs to be uncovered for me in the lostness, right? Because when we are lost, again, reminding you that we're exactly where we need to be, but oftentimes when we're lost, it's actually Spirit's way, it's God's way of saying, hey, there's a redirect that is needed here. Hey, there's another opportunity that you're going to miss if you keep going 1,000,000 miles a minute through life, or whatever that might be. So awareness, acceptance, and being willing to tune into the present and witness what is there right in front of you. Now, there are some other pieces that we can add to that, of course, pulling in from a whole plethora of learnings and lessons around being lost. But I'm going to leave it there today. I want to kind of keep it simple today so that you have that opportunity to just sit with this. And especially if you have been feeling lost or have been feeling disconnected, what a great opportunity for you to just tune in to Ooh, just went through some spider webs. Just tune into the magic that is available to us when we are feeling a little bit lost. Reminding you that God is always seeking you. Reminding you that you're always exactly where you need to be. And if you're willing to lean into acceptance, if you're willing to lean into what is available to you in that present moment, in that experience, you will receive the wisdom and the value, and you will see things that you did not see before. And before you know it, you're feeling more found, more seen and heard than ever before. That I know for sure. Thanks for tuning in. Please share this with somebody if they are lost in your life. And I want to remind you to please absolutely sign up to subscribe to this YouTube channel if you haven't already. That supports me so much. Follow me on Instagram. And I can't wait to be with you in presence again very soon. Bye for now, everyone.